Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a delicious dive into history, exploring something truly fundamental to human connection: food. We often think of battles, treaties, or grand voyages as the turning points of civilization, but what if I told you that a shared meal, a new spice, or even a simple grain of rice has been just as powerful, if not more so, in bringing diverse cultures together? Get ready to discover how food brought civilizations together, meals as a bridge for peace and trade. From the earliest hunter-gatherer societies to our modern interconnected world, food has always been at the heart of human interaction. It's more than just sustenance, it's culture, it's identity, and crucially, it's a universal language that transcends spoken words. When people share food, walls come down, trust is built, and new possibilities emerge. Think about it. How many major decisions, how many friendships, how many family bonds are solidified over a meal? The same principle applies, on a much grander scale, to entire civilizations. Let's rewind to the dawn of agriculture. Before farming, humans were constantly on the move, following food sources. But once we learned to cultivate the land, settled communities began to form. These early settlements quickly realized the benefits of exchange. One village might have an abundance of wheat, while another excelled at pottery or had access to valuable minerals. How did they connect? Often, it started with sharing surpluses, perhaps during a harvest festival, which naturally led to bartering. Food wasn't just an item to trade, it was the reason to trade, and the medium through which trade often occurred. It created a need for interaction, paving the way for nascent trade routes. Consider the Silk Road, one of the most famous trade networks in history. While silk and spices are often highlighted, food items played an enormous role in its development and sustainability. New crops like peaches, apricots, and walnuts traveled from China to the West, enriching diets and agricultural practices. In return, China received goods like grapes and alfalfa, but it wasn't just about moving goods. It was about moving ideas, technologies, and culinary techniques. Merchants and travelers, weary from long journeys, would share meals in caravanserais, exchanging stories and recipes along with their wares. This constant cross-pollination of culinary traditions led to entirely new dishes and flavors, leaving an indelible mark on cuisines across Eurasia. Think about the impact of spices. In ancient times, spices like black pepper, cinnamon, and cloves were incredibly valuable, almost as precious as gold. They weren't just for flavor, they were used for medicine, preservation, and even religious rituals. The desire for these exotic ingredients fueled exploration and established vast maritime trade routes, connecting distant lands like India, Southeast Asia, and Europe. Empires rose and fell based on their control over these spice routes. When traders from different cultures met to exchange spices, they weren't just swapping goods. They were sharing aspects of their culture, building relationships, and sometimes even forging alliances to protect their shared interests. The act of bringing new spices home didn't just transform a dish. It transformed entire economies and fostered mutual understanding, even if that understanding began with a financial transaction. Another incredible example is the Columbian Exchange, following Christopher Columbus's voyages to the Americas. While this period also brought immense challenges, its impact on global food systems is undeniable. Foods like potatoes, tomatoes, corn, chili peppers, and chocolate traveled from the Americas to Europe, Africa, and Asia, completely revolutionizing diets and agriculture worldwide. Imagine Italian food without tomatoes, Irish history without potatoes, or Asian cuisines without chili peppers. These New World foods were easy to grow and highly nutritious, helping to alleviate famine and support population growth in many regions. And in return, the Americas received wheat, rice, coffee, and livestock. This massive exchange of food crops didn't just broaden culinary horizons. It intricately linked the destinies of continents, forcing disparate civilizations to interact, often through the shared table. Beyond trade, food has been a powerful tool for diplomacy and peace. Throughout history, sharing a meal has been a universal gesture of hospitality and trust. When leaders meet to negotiate treaties or resolve conflicts, a formal dinner is almost always part of the agenda. The act of breaking bread together creates a more relaxed atmosphere, fostering goodwill and allowing for more open communication. It's a way to humanize the other, to find common ground beyond political differences. From ancient feasts symbolizing alliances to modern state dinners, the shared table serves as neutral territory, a place where barriers can be lowered and connections can be made on a personal level. Even in times of conflict, food can play a role in peace. Think of humanitarian aid, delivering food to communities in need, regardless of their political affiliation or background, is a fundamental act of compassion that can open doors for dialogue and rebuilding. Food sharing events, festivals, and communal meals often serve as catalysts for community building, bringing diverse groups of people together to celebrate shared humanity. It's hard to stay angry or indifferent to someone when you're sharing a plate of delicious food with them, laughing and connecting over a universal pleasure. So, the next time you sit down for a meal, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey that food has taken to reach your plate. Every ingredient has a story, often one that spans continents and centuries, connecting countless individuals and civilizations. Food isn't just about what we eat, it's about who we are, where we come from, and how we connect with each other. It has always been, and continues to be, a magnificent bridge for peace, trade, and cultural understanding, proving that sometimes the simplest things can have the most profound impact. Thank you so much for joining me on this historical culinary journey. If you enjoyed learning how food shapes our world, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite cross-cultural dish is. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.